A leading Ethiopian fossil expert says it's time to decolonize paleoanthropology. That expert is Johannes Haile Selassie. He's director of the Institute of Human Origins at ASU. Thanks so much for coming in.
My pleasure.
And let me apologize in advance if I mess up that big title of your name as well as what you study. That's a mouthful. So I'm going to start by having you explain what is paleoanthropology, please.
So paleoanthropology is one of the subdisciplines of anthropology, which studies the human past for, I'm not talking about like a few generations, but for thousands of years through like the biological, cultural, and behavioral changes that have happened in millions of years since we split from the common ancestor we shared with chimpanzees. So that field of study relies mostly on fossils of ancient human ancestors, artifacts that have been left by our ancestors in the past. So we try to study those and reconstruct our history from the past. That's what paleoanthropology is.
The institute you lead at ASU plays a significant role in studying and preserving the legacy of Lucy. Who's Lucy?
Lucy is a 3.2 million year old partial skeleton of an early human ancestor that was found in Ethiopia 50 years ago. In fact, last year we celebrated the 50th anniversary of Lucy. And she was found by ASU professor Donald Johanson, who's also the founding director of the institute that I lead now. And she's been an icon in our field, and she's really redefined how we understand the earlier phases of our evolutionary history. So Lucy is famous. Everybody knows Lucy, and I'm glad that I have this opportunity to explain who she is. And she has also an Amharic name from Ethiopia, which is Dinkanesh. So she has two names.
You were 14 years old living in Ethiopia when she was discovered. What led you to study paleoanthropology?
Honestly, I didn't even know about Lucy until I went to college, which was like 4 years later. When I was 18, I went to Addis Ababa University in Ethiopia, and I was a history major. And as a history major, I had to take a few archaeology courses, and that was the first time that I heard the name Lucy. So basically, after I graduated, I was assigned to work for the Ministry of Culture, where the Paleoanthropology Laboratory resides. And that was the first time that I had the opportunity to see actual fossils. And I got really interested, and I started going out with paleoanthropologists to the field. And apparently, I was a good fossil hunter. I was finding good fossils. And I got the opportunity to pursue my PhD in paleoanthropology, and that's everything else is history.
You and many of your colleagues have been calling for paleoanthropology to be decolonized. What do you mean by that?
Decolonizing paleoanthropology is a very powerful statement and in some ways scary. But in simple terms, it means asking for inclusivity, right? Historically, anthropology, the beginning of anthropological research in Africa started with the beginning of colonization in Africa. And all the studies were made by non-native Africans, and the interpretations were also made by non-Africans, African natives. And the Africans were excluded from telling the story, right? And that has been the case for decades, until like the last 30 years. So basically, decolonizing paleoanthropology is about being inclusive, about enabling every one of us humans being able to tell the story, the human story, and not by certain few. So it's like a request for the paleoanthropological community and the public at large that our history should be told by all of us and not exclusively by few scientists from certain parts of the world. So basically, the inclusivity is something that we've been asking for a while now, and a lot of people really understand it. And the fact that it is called decolonizing paleoanthropology has attracted the attention of a lot of people in the scientific community and also the public at large.
How do you think increasing support for African-born paleoanthropologists could lead to important discoveries?
Basically, those African-born scholars that we have been making a lot of discoveries in various parts of Africa already. The key question is, when it comes to equity in publications, leading publications, or securing funding, and how collaborations are defined, that's where we lack that collaboration between African scholars and other researchers from abroad. So basically, what we need to do is not just training individual local scholars, but having collaboration at institutional level with countries who have all these resources, right? They have the resources, and we don't want like researchers to actually extract the resources from those countries and study them somewhere else, but instead have a facility there to study those fossils that they're recovering and incorporate local scholars with them so that they can together tell the story.
What do you hope the future of paleoscience looks like in Ethiopia?
I think Ethiopia is far ahead in terms of paleoanthropological infrastructure because of Lucy. Lucy is like, as I said, was found 50 years ago, and she is the emblem of the country, particularly when it comes to tourism. And Lucy is one of the reasons why Ethiopia calls itself the land of origins. And they've been building laboratories for paleoanthropology. And now we have so many Ethiopians who are trained at the PhD or doctorate level in paleoanthropology. So there is a bright future for Ethiopia. And we want the same thing to happen for other African countries with all the resources that they have.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming in, and
Thank
I
you.
was able to understand you. I don't mean by any accent, I mean by all of the big words. Science
you.
sometimes goes over my head, so thank you so much. You
Thank
did a
you for
wonderful
having me.
job for
Thank you.
people like me.
Thank you.
Dr. Johannes Haile Selassie is director of the Institute of Human Origins at ASU. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.